Man, y'all making me hungry, man. Not gonna lie. I am hungry right now, man. Yo, man, I gotta get some pizza for myself. I gotta order something. Gonna get a Chicago-style pizza. Deep dish. All cheese. Oh my god. Stretch that cheese for miles. So I can kind of do that, which is kind of what I want to do. So this would allow me to have zone space like that, and I don't have to push back the terrain, so I get to keep it natural. Natural bridge over here, which is fair. And then I would pull this out by 11 into the middle instead. Now, what we could do is pull out a 6 so that this is a 5. And have that go in at an angle. Technically, it would be here for good spacing. If I want to turn in, huh? Okay. So from that point, let me redo the power again. So this goes like that. And then we can grab the power from here. Nice. Nice humidity. Dude, holy shit, that's very humid, man. 69%. I had McRibs for dinner. McRibs are alright, man. McRibs from McDonald's is when you go to the supermarket and you get the banquet-style Salisbury steak. And then you put that on a French roll. That's literally what a McRib is. You take the 99-cent banquet dinner for the Salisbury steak, and take that and you put it on on some bread. Put some onions on it and a pickle. Literally the McRib. Literally. Then again, though, I'm not gonna lie, I love baby back ribs, but the McRib, dude, that shit is a travesty. Let me be real. That shit is an absolute travesty, man. Like, I get it, but man, it does not taste like pork, dude. I know it's supposed to be, but it don't taste like it at all. Alright guys, we're doing a strat. This is called the upgrade strat. Sometimes you have a piece of the road that's, you know, like this. If you guys didn't know, you could downgrade the road and then re-upgrade it. And you could see that we put it on pillars now. Now, by doing this, you could have it on the pillars, and if you use extra landscape tools, you get the undo button right there. And it looks kind of nice now. It looks kind of nice now. Not even bad. So by doing it like that, we allow for easier time terraforming, which is going to be the name of the game. I need to terraform this, because this area is going to be a little bit weird. I did want to add some terrain so that this would have been taller. But I think this being the edge is not bad. I need to think about whether or not I want to do one more street connection, and I think I do. So I need to look at where the node is. So it's right here. Okay. So I need to go past that. Same thing. Do the upgrades. Bam. Go back. Undo. So now we have that terrain looking like that. That's going to allow me to smooth this in, which is what we're going to want. A little bit stronger, of course. So by moving that in... Not bad. Okay, so this part needs to be a little bit massaged. I might have to add some terrain right here to make it a little bit more legit. Crystal Golem, come back. He's busy washing his hands. Have you ever ate a McRib? That shit's a mess, dude. It really is. That shit's a mess sometimes. You bite into the McRib, everything falls out. You're picking it up with your hands. You get barbecue sauce everywhere. Wait, what is thinking of a name? Wait, what? Oh, that's true. Yes. We never gave you a name. It's still called Cozy Square, my dude. That's right. That's right. It's still just called Cozy Square. Yo, man, let me know when you got a name for your riverfront property. I got you, man. Alright, so I have to massage this. This has to push it. This has to push it. Alright, all the lines have to be adjusted so that the gradient's about equal. We have to push this in. No way around that. Mamba wakes. The Mamba roams the surface. Alright, here you, Mamba. If you guys don't know Mamba, he's the best kitty cat in the world, hands down. The most adorable, affectionate kitty cat. If you call Mamba over to you, he actually walks over to you. It's amazing. And right now he's licking my toes because he wants to get my attention. I don't know if you guys hear him in the background. He's saying things like wow and meow. And he's just laying down on the ground trying to get me to rub his belly. Alright, by removing the terrain off of the bottom, we're able to massage the lines to the middle so it's more evenly spaced. Alright, it's a little bit of a big blemish on the side, but I think it's fine. We could cover that with some trees and whatnot to make it a little bit better. I'm thinking about adding some terrain up top as well. So we don't have to do the other side yet, we're just working on this side. There is a large hill over here. I hear you, Mamba. I hear you, babies. So over here, I kind of want to take this. 005. Have that push in over here. And then we take this at 50%. Push this out. The Mamba needs me. I hear you, babies. The Mamba wants his head rubs. I also hear you, Mamba. Yeah, we got distracted. Yo, what happens? No worries. Crystal Golem, if you think of the name, I got you. But I do need to get you a name, dude. So 10, 11. That actually works. And then ideally, if I don't want this to be a corner on the side, it would do something like that. Okay, so that means here to here is a 5. So 5. I could actually delete this and go for that. That actually works. Wait a second. This is not accurate. So maybe we do it like this. And then we have this be a 5 to here. So that's here. And then 5, that's here. Nice, nice. 858 favors more, and I get to feed Mamba. Oh, I see you over there. You gotta feed him some of that wet food. Yo, man, Mamba loves the wet food, dude. Gets to have his snacks that he's a little bit picky about still. He doesn't eat all the meat from it. He just drinks up all the soup. It's like if you gave Mamba mashed potatoes and gravy, he would easily just lick up all the gravy as the first thing he would do. I'm not even kidding. Mamba would do that. He would lick the gravy. Alright, honestly, I think the better play to do is pull this across. I think in every case, this is always better. Because we would have a small road connection to the other side. And regardless of this is going to be industry or not, this is just going to make it easier for us. So we would say that we wouldn't zone past that. But this would be okay for the industry, I think. I love how cats are picky eaters. Dude, it's weird. It's weird. When I had cats before, my other cat, my first cat that I've ever had, was not a picky eater. However, he was a guardian angel. My first cat that I've ever had. The first cat I've ever had, man. And what he would do was, my grandma was still alive back then. So when my grandma would walk outside to water the plants and go to the garden, because my family is big on growing like small plants for themselves. So we grow mint and it's another herb or something like that. So what that cat would do was follow my grandma. Anytime my grandma leaves the house, he would follow her. And then anytime my grandma was outside, he would just sleep right by the door. However, every time my grandma walked away, he would try to follow. And then if he went back inside, he would follow her inside. Lovely cat. That was the first cat I had. I was in elementary school. And then the other cat I had, the one I had after that one, same cat, same litter. It was actually the sister of the same cat. And that cat would eat everything. The first cat didn't actually, like, we didn't really feed him a lot of wet food because I was still really young, so I didn't have like money to spend. I was in elementary school, so, and my siblings didn't really care. So we didn't get to feed the first cat that much wet food. Now the second cat, I got wet food every now and then. Didn't matter what type of wet food, they would just eat it, right? So I was like, dude, they just love wet food. And it's like, yep, cats love wet food. Then I had kittens that I raised. And the kittens, same thing. They just scarfed it down. I had two kittens, right? They were, same litter, brother, sister. One of the kittens literally just did nothing but eat. It was mad funny. And then there was another, the other one would eat sparingly. So one of them was a lot fatter than the other. It was kind of sad. But I tried to make sure the other one that didn't eat that often, that wouldn't fight too much for food, would get its own food time. She had her own food time, where I would feed her and try to keep the brother out of there. Catnip and cat mints are good to have. I see your Marmalade. I believe it's good to repel mosquitoes, right? Marmalade, I believe. I have kittens if anyone wants them. Neighborhood Stray had 3 in my garage. Oh, wow, Mordax. I see you, I see. Are you more of a cat person? 100%. So in college, in university, my immediate roommates that I lived with, they had all dogs, all of them. So we had a husky and a chihuahua in the house. 2 dogs. And we had them for years because, same roommates most of the time. And man, were they a hassle, dude. Randomly peeing on the carpet because the roommate that was supposed to be the responsible one was never responsible. So he wouldn't be able to take the dog out. So randomly, we wouldn't know when the dog got taken out before. So we would be like, I don't know if he took the dog out, maybe he has to pee, who knows, right? And constantly just pee over the floors, right? Because he was just mad irresponsible. The other dog, that was a Chihuahua. The owner was good. It was just that it was a Chihuahua. Freaking, they're the most annoying dogs, man. Goddamn. Big bark for no reason. And it was like, it was pain, dude. Just taking care of the dogs. I didn't like it. So I was like, yeah, not about the dog life, man. Poor dog, 100%. Yeah, they're good to get rid of insects. Yeah, man. There was, I was looking to get citronella because I had a coworker that told me it was good, but they don't sell those in my area. Feels bad. All right, just to get rid of the zoning. One of my ex's cat's kittens used to lick ashtrays. Oh, God. Mamba licks, but nothing weird like that. He just licks your like... He'll lick my feet or my toes or randomly when he walks by. And it's because, you know, he's trying to get your attention. Hey, Taradra! We were comfy in Taradra's stream, but we need more. Raid. I see you guys over there. What's going on, you guys? My name is Too Legit City. And of course, welcome on in. We're playing some City Skylines. Thank you so much for the raid, Taradra. Coming on in, sharing your community with ours. And of course, I will try to do my best to keep your stream comfy. If you guys like City Skylines, if you guys like the chill vibes, and of course, maybe something on a background stream vibe. Dude, good vibes, chill vibes, y'all know what it is. It's Too Legit City Stream, you guys. And of course, welcome on in, Dark Crystal, officially Wiz. Oh my am, hello. Hi, you have a headache? Taradra? That sucks, buddy. Drink some water. If it's stress related or because of the weight loss diet related, that stuff is really tough. Hopefully, though, it's just water related. Drink some water and the headache goes away. But headaches are not the business, man. I hate to say it, but I rarely get headaches, and I'm happy that I never get it. The only times I do get headaches, though, is when I'm dehydrated. But, yeah. You drink a lot of water. Gotcha. Yo, man, get some T-Pain. Extra strength. Listen to some T-Pain on max volume, and, you know, hope for the best. This is Color on Wax. I see you. Welcome on in. And, yo, man, shout-outs to Taradra. Let me give you one really quick. Playing some Minecraft. Are we still working on the big Nautilus shell? Or is that complete? How's the progress with that, man? And of course, if you want to check out the city, guys, people coming in with the Taradra stream, we're playing on a base game vanilla map called Lagoon Shore. And we're taking this map and we're trying to make this into a metropolitan city. Of course, we're taking our time, trying to make this look great on a macro level. So like right now we're zoomed out. It kind of needs to look like a city. Now you can see with a lot of the empty spaces, I need to fill in the zone. I need to do something with the street. There's a lot of dead space right here. That could be tree space, things like that. I need to fill in so that it looks more and more like a city. I haven't even had the beach area down here zoned in yet. Some of the downtown's missing a lot of the IT cluster buildings, but we are getting there eventually. If you guys have any questions about this build, anything you guys see, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to help you guys out. But of course, this is a beach style build, utilizing the different elevation heights. Right now, though, we were working on a quarry, a little bit of a digging area with the ore. And then we needed to redo the industrial zone because of how we need to allow for the train cargo from the train line back here, and of course to accommodate for the ore processing. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. We got the compass done of that yesterday. Today was the community server. Oh, gotcha. So no hardcore progress. Feels bad. Nice. Do I have it already? Nice. I see. Does that mean you're going to have a fixed glass platform directly centered on top of the Nautilus shell so that you could appreciate it anytime you want to show it off? Kind of like how you did your giant piglin farm for gold, and you had that glass platform in the center so that you could just fly up, look down, and then you could just stand there. Look at the north, south, east, west. Kind of like that, right? I figured you'd want to, because it's like given how often people come in, hey, what you working on? That's I feel like something you would default to because you've already done it. But hey, you know, man, just trying to drop some ideas. Maybe it would help, man. But hey, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. It looks. Did you use like a program to get like perfect shapes? You know what I'm saying, man? Like they did the math. They did the math, man. Everything lined up really well. It doesn't look too big proportionally. It looks good. For the circle, yeah. So what about the compass? No. So that was just happens to because what I'm saying is like you didn't choose the circle so that you could make the compass and have all of like the points of the compass kind of work out well. It just happened to line up. I mean, it's a circle, so it's very symmetrical on all the sides. But you eyeballed all of it. I see you over there. I see you over there. Sometimes, man, eyeballing is a skill. And if anyone that doesn't agree with that, dude, they don't cook. Eyeballing is a skill, especially if you cook, dude, in real life. You get to eyeball ingredients, seasoning. Oh, just a little bit of that, splash of this, and it tastes good. Eyeballing is hard, man. Not gonna lie. No, yeah. Yeah, and the Nautilus is gonna be on top, right? Yeah. I get that. It's just that it's, you know, it just lined up pretty nicely, man. Can I zone? I can. Okay. So we would have this, have that, and then we kind of leave this. No. I think I take this square, and I bop the fence right here. Oh, ha. I could do this. So, angle, I go out, and I go up. Hey, let's go. We got strats. And then we're able to put the 4x4 right there. Nice. Yeah, if you take Photoshop and laid those things over one another, you would find where some of the pieces don't match. Oh, yeah, no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that. It'll be fine. I see you though, Taradra. If you massage it nicely enough, no one will notice. Right? No one's gonna notice. Just gotta massage it in very nicely. Indeed. So is there ever going to be a point where that hardcore save is going to be considered complete? Or is it more so, yo man, we're just going to see how long I could live and how many builds I could get up there? Because I feel like at this point, man, you're going to have like every farm in the game. And at that point, it's like, yo, man, is there a point where you think it's going to be done, considered? Stuff takes a while. By the time we are done, hopefully another patch hits and we have to continue. Hey, yo, man, hopefully it's not like Cities where a DLC comes out and then it ruins your old save. We had a couple people in chat that was unfortunately hit by that. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Really do be like that sometimes, man. Or $15 for an airport, yeah, man. That you got to make a new save for because it breaks your old save. You hate to see that kind of thing happen, though. All right, so it's time to make the train area. It is going to be time for us to move the industry from here, and of course, that means we're going to do our pipelines a little bit. Guys, if you guys don't know me, I got the best pipes in the business. Check out my pipes. They're completely underneath the roads each and every time. Even this weird jank half round setup. Yo, man. We pipe layers over here. You know what it is. But we gotta lay down some more pipe, boys. Oh, my setup isn't working. There we go, there we go. Alright, now from here, I need to make a decision on whether or not I go outside or go back in. So I could go like this, come out, go this way, come back out, go this way, and then curve in. Problem is that there's no problem. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll do this for now. We might have an issue if the grid continues, but since it works, can't really be mad. Oh no! Mamba has a hairball! Mamba, please! What the heck? No! Right when I stepped away, Krista! Coming in with the raid, thank you so much, Krista. Mamba just made the sound of coughing up a hairball. Holy crap. But he's okay. No hairball was coughed up. It seems like he just made a weird sound. But thank you so much for the raid, Krista. Holy crap. I see you guys over there. Shout out to Krista. How was the stream, Krista? Talk to us about it. Playing some Skylines as well. How was the Phoenix build? Howdy. I see you over there, Mordax. Coming in with the shoutouts. I see you. But thank you so much for the raid, Krista. Hope you had an awesome time. Hope the Phoenix build is progressing smoothly. Working on the airport for a bit. So they have an airport over there? I mean, of course they do. It's Phoenix. Is it big? Are all airports the same size? Never been to Phoenix, so I wouldn't know. But hopefully you have everything you need to make the airport awesome. Also spent time looking at laptops. Oh, you're looking to get a laptop? What you getting a laptop for? Don't mind me asking. Do you need to replace an old laptop or something like that? Or is it more so that you're just looking for upgrades? Alright, so I should be good. The airport is large, kind of confusing. Dude, I feel like one of the things with airports is that it's always kind of like a maze. Like, anytime you go into the airport, it kind of feels like you're going into a weird highway. Because it's always going to be like, okay, if you want to go to gate B or gate C, you gotta have to exit left or right, and then after that they split. And then it's like you have this big loop of the airport, and then the center of the airport is like a big parking structure. The gates are along the side, and then it goes inside, and then you got the airplanes on the outside. It feels like it feels like we're missing stuff with the airport's DLC, because it feels like we're lagging a lot of the capabilities of doing something like that. Although I think I have seen some people make something close. But they have used a lot of mods. Looking to replace my old laptop. I want to be able to game on the go. Oh, I see you, Krista. I see you. I would recommend also looking for a... what do you call that? Do you have any laptop users in chat? Krista, you might even know as well. When you sit down on a table, right? And you're doing your gaming. And this is your chair. Right? You put your laptop on your lap, or you put it on the table. They say the best thing to get is a... it's like you put your laptop on top of it, and it makes sure that you get airflow underneath your laptop. I don't know how good that is, but I heard it's pretty cheap, like 20 bucks. And what it is like it's a flat surface, right? That you put your laptop on top of, and then there's fans here. And this is like graded, so there's airflow. So this allows it so that you get airflow underneath your laptop. Oh yeah, I had one of those in the past. Did it work? I hear that that works really well to keep your laptop from like heating up pretty hot. But I don't know how effective it is because I don't really, you know, use laptops. I was gonna say, man, you might want to look into that. Oh, crap. I think this is gonna be fine. We're gonna move all the incinerators in a weird setup. I hope this is gonna be fine. I don't want industry in the main street, so I'm gonna be doing a weird strat like this. It was nice. At least it kept my lap from getting hot. Yo, man, I hear that helps really well because of how hot cities gets when you're playing on a laptop. And then outside of that, yo, man, are you going to be playing cities on that laptop when you're doing your gaming on the go? All right, the row of industry. Hopefully that's it's going to suffice while we have to remove the industry from here. And then we got to move this line down to the bottom. All right, so we also have this train line, and then this train line has to attach. Oh, wow. Okay, that's an idea. Do I have any other train lines? Nothing on the side. So it's literally A and B. That's literally all my train line. Oh, that's amazing. That's the goal. Want to be able to play cities on the go. You know, I see. I see you over there. So I'm curious. Are you planning to do some traveling while still being able to do your city streams? Because, man, playing cities on the go is a tough task to achieve. I will say that. Lurk, Blundo, thank you for the lurks. Appreciate you, man. And we'll see you next time, Blundo. Hope you have a good one. Alright, so here's going to be the idea, guys. We're going to make a train cargo right here. And this train line to go along the back. This train line, I could either have this come through here and connect to the back, so we go behind everything, which shouldn't be too bad. Playing cities while in other cities, yo, man, you know what they say, man. Art imitates life. Sometimes you play city skylines while going through a downtown so that you understand how the downtown actually works. I'm just saying, man. You gotta take inspiration from real life. That is what I would like to do. Oh, I see you, Krista. I see you. I understand. Krista's just trying to do her Phoenix build outside of Phoenix because she knows that if she carries her Phoenix build with her, it will always be just as hot. Especially if it's on a laptop. So, since she's replicating Phoenix, she could take her laptop with her that will keep it just as hot as if it was in Phoenix, so that she will never forget. She'd be in Antarctica. And instead of having a fire, she just, you know, boot up cities just to keep warm. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I love that meme. Guys, we're all out of money. We gotta stay warm. We gotta last the winter. And then out of nowhere, all right, I guess it's time. Alexa, run Crisis. And the PC just starts heating up. I'm like, oh shit, how long is this gonna last? I don't know, man. No one's ever ran Crisis for longer than 30 minutes. Ah, man, I love those memes. I don't know why. Yeah, I gotta get someplace cold so I don't die in Phoenix heat. Yeah, man. That's a struggle. Not gonna lie, man. That is a struggle. The heat is real. Alright, so I gotta build this just so that I could get the tracks. Now that we have the tracks unlocked, I could start looking at how I want to do this. I could already start setting up train lines behind it. I don't think that's going to be wise. Now, there is an option where we also have an optional line. And what I mean when I say optional line is instead of having this cross through the mountain and we run it behind all the streets, we could actually run this curved and go on the outside edge of the mountain, go underneath the highway, continue along the outside ledge, and then from here go underneath the road and then incline into here. The thing with this is that I don't think that's realistic, because this is like the hardest way to navigate. I feel like if you do have a train line like that, you have a road running along with it, just so that you could service the rail a little bit better. So I think we have to keep it along right here. That kind of sucks. So that means we have to kind of settle on a height, which, yeah, I'll make this now then. So here and here. That's not good. So here and here. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna keep this. And we'll push this out right now to this side. Oh no, I'm at 15 strength. This is so weak. I need this to be stronger. Krista, if you could go anywhere, where would you go? Or would you want to stay in Phoenix? If you could move anywhere in the world. Because I gotta know, man. Is Phoenix really that magical? I hear some good things about it. I heard somebody went there to visit recently. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to Phoenix. I was like, oh, that's cool. What's there to do in Phoenix? You would live in New Zealand. Ah. So what is it about New Zealand that entices you? What pulls you in? What makes you want to be a Kiwi? Golith, I see you over there. How are you? How is the days today? How is the Fridays? How you doing, Golith? Alright, now we have to massage this. I probably push this in a little bit, so the lines are a little bit more gradual right here. Now, I'm pulling this down, but I think I gotta push this back out. Doing good, and you? We doing alright, man. Just trying to work on our industrial zone. We're making it look a little bit more industrial by having some unique buildings, mixing in with the zoned industry. I'm redoing my grid layout so that we could put a cargo train terminal, and then that means I'm moving some of my industry to some other locations. But otherwise, man, you know, just growing the city. Go live immediately with the lurk. Take care, man. I guess I'd talk to you next time. I hope you respond to me next time, Golin. Poetic Artist, how are you? I see you over there, man. How's the Fridays? Hope you're doing good, Poetic Artist. Not enough workers. Okay, so I should be able to bop these guys. And then I will pull power from here. So here. Nice. I'm here just like the lurk tag. Gotcha. Doing great, legit. And you? We doing alright, man. There's nothing to really complain about, man. The weather has gotten cooler because it was hot the last couple days. I'm actually wearing a sweater and I wore it for the entire day. So the weather is getting cold over here. Very cloudy. We had no sun today. Kind of sad that there's no sun, but it also means that there's no hot temperatures. So it's kind of nice. Outside of that, we're just changing up some of the industry right now. And, dude, chilling, relaxing. Trying to enjoy the evening. It's 89 here in Florida. Dude, it's always summer in Florida. That's the thing that kind of sucks with Florida. It's always summertime over there. I like the people. I live in Phoenix because my parents moved here 20 years ago. That makes sense. They have cool, unique animals. Nothing could kill you. Also, it's so pretty. I don't know, man. You guys are right next to Australia, where everything could kill you. Like, goddamn. I'm just saying, man. They cool, but right next to Australia. How can I stop that from becoming stop and go traffic like that? I guess this is the problem where you have everyone actually move out this way. Alright, so I will, for the most case, believe this is going to be how it works. We have to have this come out. Let's line this up here randomly. Don't know why. And then from here, it's a 22. 1, 2. I don't know if I'll actually push it out that far, though. So this would be how I would have my train line up to. I would love to visit, but living on an island, even a big island, makes me itchy. Yo, I see you over there. At what size does an island not be considered an island anymore? Is London considered an island? Or the UK? Yo, I see you, Mordex. Could move to Australia and get the giant spooters. That's what I'm scared of, man. I can't do the spiders, man. I wouldn't be able to survive in Australia. I'd freak out. Those mud bucket spiders, man. They huge, man. They huge. Alright, there's a little bit of a dilemma. I have a deep pocket here. I don't know what to put. I might just leave it flat. When I don't have to import things to survive. Oh, man. So you're saying then you just need to have everything made in-house. I see you over there. Sometimes you gotta have things made in-house, I guess. How's that traffic with the zone setup? Right now we're at 92%. All the traffic's actually just right here. I don't have traffic anywhere else in my city. Or I shouldn't. Oh, nope. I have a weird short segment issue. So they're not driving out because there's a short segment. So I need to fix this. My bad, my bad. Alright, now you guys could drive freeform. Too many people are walking. Okay, too many citizens are crossing on the roundabout on the mad illegal setup. I see them over there. Alright, we'll just leave them be, because it's not going to cause that much traffic anymore. Now that we cleared that up, there's a little bit of a left turn issue here, which I feel like it's fine. I wonder how much of that has to do with the size of the area. Maybe I should start shrinking this. No giant spooters for me. Yeah, man, me too. Yeah, there are no countries that are solely dependent, but it's like I could see where Putigars is coming from. He doesn't like the fear of having potential collapse. So you kind of have to be at like the superpower. That's really the options. You don't want to rely on anyone else. You want to be able to be self-sufficient. I kind of get that. Just so that it's like less likely to have, you know, internal collapse, things like that. Alright, so we fixed that up top. We're up to 93 now. This is still not that bad. So that's kind of where my problem is. A lot of people still take this, right, to go over to this side, to exit. We have one thing here, but that's locally. So I may have to make this just more lanes, man, in general. This may have to just be more lanes. Would you consider Pangea an island? That's what I said, man. At some size, you would have to be like, yeah, it's not an island anymore. It's just too big. Alright, so... Oh, what's this? Too few services? Oh, he's arguing that the land value is too low. Okay. So, the setup with this is that I need to have it on a one-way road. Right? So it's going to be a one-way road. It's going to have a one-way road feed into it. So I guess I just get rid of this right now. Here, 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 here. As I believe that's going to be necessary. Which means I do have to relocate them here. This is saying not enough workers. Are we really not having enough workers? I will have to deal with that later then, I suppose. 5% unemployment rate. Okay. What Too Legit said was perfect, but I also mean in the sense of home ownership of setting up routes. I personally would love to visit, but not live in places where sea levels rise is an issue, and or most things are imported like Hawaii. I got you. Poetic Artist saw what happened to the Evergreen ship on the one canal over there by the sea, but in Europe, and it was like, dude, if that happened to me, you know, that would suck. He just doesn't want that happening to him, I guess. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I see Wolf, that Poetic Artist. Alright, so I am also going to get rid of that. And I am going to have options right here. So move some over here. Probably get rid of that. Okay, so we know this is going to go underneath, come back up. So it's going to look like that. And then it's probably not even going to connect to these streets. And then it's probably going to come back here. This is going to be one way like that, which means this has to be one way. I don't mind it like this. And then we have... This is the dilemma. If we have a lot of people come out here, they're all going to have to go back here, right? Alright, so I think one of the connections I have to have is this. 1, 2, 3. And this connection makes a lot of sense. Because after we have the cargo terminal here, right? We drop off the cargo or we pick up the cargo. This is a one-way. They'll come out and then they come in. So they'll go out this way into this intersection. They could probably go straight here, straight across. And that means these people go into this section. When they go into that section, they go to a direct route, so they don't have to worry about the traffic. And you don't add a car to the street. And then it makes me feel like I want to give them access to this side at the same time. So I could also put a bridge here, from here to here, which wouldn't be bad. I just would have to relocate this to there. And have this be a 1, 2, 3. Like that. Now the problem with this is that I technically don't even want this connection. Because this is a right, left, right, which is perfect. So when I make a right, my first turn should be a right. And then my next turn should be a left. So you have to go all the way to over here to turn into the cargo line, which is fair. If you go into here, you have to go all the way around to go into here, to go into the cargo line. And then outside of that, you could technically exit here, go this way, go this way, go that way, and that enters the cargo line. That's better than having coming out here to make a left. Because they're making a right over here to make a left here, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm happy with that. They would have to take this to go back to that way, which is fine. Then, do I want to give them this? A one-way feed out like that. It's a weird connection, but allows them to get back onto the 4-lane road safe. Or, I force them to do it here to make a right. So basically, when they leave, they cross the bridge, and then they make a left to make a right, and then they're at the highway. Gotta make food. Have a nice stream. Take care, Kristal. I know after stream you gotta do the things. So of course, make the food, have some good noms, and of course, yo man, we'll see you next time, Kristal. Do all the things you gotta do. I know how it's post-stream stuff, man. Gotta feed the kitty cats. Gotta make sure you have food ready for the night. You gotta make sure you got everything else ready that you gotta do. Like in my case, I gotta download the VOD. I gotta check up on some other stuff. Post-stream stuff, post-stream duties. But yo, thank you so much for the raid again, Krista, and I hope you have a good one. I think we can leave it like this. This makes it so that I don't have to worry about a connection here. Anything in the back, I'm really not worried about as well, because I'm not going to have anything back here. So I think this is fair. I could also move this over. It's really not going to matter. And then I guess it's this connection. So when we go underneath this road, we could also go over. It's not going to matter. I think we will go over. The question is that when we go over this road setup, do I want to go into here? We could land over it. What about U-turns? Is the AI smart enough to avoid that? No. So the AI does not consider U-turns as a bad thing. So let's say that we have a road. This is a common problem. If you have a road like this, right? So, oh no, I can't do that like that. So if I do something like this, I create a U-turn, right? From here to here. Guess what? Someone's going to take this. At some point, someone's going to take this. They're going to enter the city and be like, okay, I got to leave. So they will actually just take it as a U-turn. They don't consider anything here. They only look at shortest distance and how fast you're driving. So one of the things you might get, especially in the beginning of the game, you know how you start off with the interchange? Let's argue that this is the interchange, right? When you go into your first main street, like a 4-lane road, if you actually have a small connection like this, you'll see people come in, U-turn, and go back into the freeway. That happens a lot in the beginning. I don't know why, but from what I learned from that is they don't care that the U-turns are there or not. They use it though, if it is considered the best option. So I would say watch out for that, man. If they are not smart enough, it's not considered, and they kind of just do their thing. All right, so if I delete that, it's gonna look something like this. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we get our overpass straight. The thing with this setup, though, is that I don't think I want this going into here. I probably want to dive in right here, right? So we delete. Have to have this on this side, and then dive in. See, that's a 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I don't get this, do I? Yeah, I was going to say, they don't give that to me. Never that lucky. So we have to go over. It feels bad. Okay, so that means that's going to be the one-way feed system. So we feed from the loop over directly into the train line. Technically, this could be 2 ways. Because we could take the one way to make a right, if I allow it. And that's actually not that bad. That's really not too bad at all. Now, we could also do something jank like this. 1, 2, 3. And then have a street here that curves out into here. So we could have these guys have connection to the train line this way, instead of taking the 4 lanes. That's actually not too bad. Let's pull from back here. $400. Okay, so this was 920. That's not going to work out. So this has to be elevated until here. So this is a 6. Yeah, that probably has to be the play. I wouldn't like this because this means that you're going downhill, and if you're trying to make a left right here and on a 1 lane, if the car in front of the guy that makes the left goes straight, you're going to think he's going straight. That's kind of bad when you have to brake going downhill. But it would allow for some ease of access going across. That's a little bit nice. I wouldn't need that. It would be kind of nice, but I don't think I would want it. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so I think this is going to be where a lot of the other random buildings are going to be. Random buildings, notably like... oh, it's right here. The Disaster Response Unit. That's freaking huge. I feel like this makes a lot of sense to have it right here. So I think we delete that, which means we lose those buildings. Separate systems, that's fine. I don't really mind it. We make a left out here, keep going to the other side as well. This has to go all the way around, which is fine. We lose the zoning here. And then the disaster response building. All the disaster response. Well, you take advantage of the lumber. Right now, I'm only doing oil and ore. The forestry and lumber setup and the farming and crop setup, I'm not sure yet. I'll do the two first, and then if I'm not lagging to death by the time we finish, we might add it in. Because there's some unique buildings that would be not too bad. From the unique building spots right here, like the shipyard or the modular house factory. Those require a good spread of unique resources. Oh, this has no power? Feels bad. Alright, we're going to move it to the other side for now then. So that it has power and water. Alright, so this is a nice large building. I would love to have it off of the main street like that, but it's too big and it doesn't really fit. But yeah, that would be a lovely building to have. The disaster response building. It looks nice. I think behind it though, we'll have to put things like helicopter setups. Like the... oh, we could put the prison back here. Oh, dude. That's kind of poggin'. That's kind of poggin'. We have a pocket back here in the mountains. We could put the prison back here. And it would make so much sense. Because you don't really want the prison to be, like, out in the open. You kind of want it secluded. That's kind of pog. And then we would be able to get the helicopter depot here, too. Hey! Okay, okay. So, they could turn out before we reach the prison. This is a odd-shaped number. God damn it. So this is +2 on one side, +2 on one. So that's not that great. So we'll set that up with the helicopter for the police. Not bad, not bad. We have power jump. All right. So it's all about the water then. Nice, nice. And then it's only this little pocket that I think we'll have a little bit of services or something there. A little bit of commercial, a little bit of the police, I don't know. Oh, wow, they're already helicoptering? Goddamn. Maybe I could put the hospital one here, too. Medical helicopter depot. Oh, this fits perfectly. Okay. I wonder if I should put a crematorium next to the prison. Make it seem a little bit scarier than it is. I could still put industry here, actually, now that I think about it. That's not too bad. Yeah, I am going to remove a lot of industry from here once we get the oil buildings in. One thing I got stuck on when I got to the bigger cities was how to set up, use the specialized buildings for like the lemonade and car factories. How do you manage getting the resources? Ah, okay. So we'll talk about that, Humorous Jack. And of course, first time chatter with a freaking sub badge. Enjoy the emotes, friends. Courtesy of some gift subs in chat. But I remember saying your name earlier. Congrats on being a lucky recipient. Now, if you didn't know how the industry DLC resources work, if you don't want to produce the units in-house, I could give you your options. So we have in this game called specific buildings for storage. And depending on what you're trying to do, you could do either a import of raw goods or import of the finished good that you're looking for. When you're doing your unique buildings from the unique factories and the industries DLC, depending on the unique setup you have, in our case, let's look at the modular house factory. This requires 4 things of plain timber, plastic, glass, and metals. This unique factory actively is looking for 3 different industries. Glass and metal comes from the ore industry, plastic comes from the oil industry, and then the plain timber comes from the forestry industry. That means that you have a option of A, creating the individual industries and then harvesting the resources yourself so that you could process it yourself. They're asking for plain timber, and this is what this makes. Engineered wood planks manufacture forestry special goods, planed timber. This processing building requires raw forest products to operate. Processing buildings need to be placed inside the industry area. This is going to be how you would be able to make it. Now, if you don't want to make the goods, I believe you have to import the raw good and then utilize that as the processed good by making it yourself, or I'm not sure. I think I ran into problems last time I did this, but I forgot. You could also try to get the warehouses right here, right? These are warehouses that fit every type of good. So I have one of these already right here. This is a large warehouse. You should go for fill. And what fill actually does is import. This means that you're going to have glass be imported, I think. But I will say that I think this doesn't work in the way we want it to. Meaning that if you fill it, it does not actually import it. Instead, it just takes the glass that you would otherwise import and put it here. And I think you need to do it the first way I described it, where you have to go to the specific industry and import the raw goods somehow, and then utilize that in your processing plant to make the resource. So the rotary kiln plant makes metal off of ore. That's what you would need in the unique warehouse, the modular factory. So I think that's what happens. I think if you make a warehouse to try to import the finished product like plastics or plain timber, for example, nothing happens. No one actually ever delivers anything here. And then you're not able to actually make the unique factory goods because you don't have the resource. So I think you need to make it in-house yourself. I'm not sure if you could import the raw good to make the processed good. You cannot import the processed good, though. Seems like the processed good is just compromised at that point. Can't do anything. Hope that helps, though, Humorous Jack. Alright, so this is going to have to go downhill, and I want this to be a nice hill. And I think this is going to be a good spot, because it's nice and flat right there, to have our downhill start. We'll go downhill from here to here. Hopefully that's not too bad of a setup. We're going to go with 50 and a 69. 176. Alright. Now we get out to there. I want to have this curl out to here. And then have that slope down from here to here. That needs to be 100 and max strength, though. So we already clicked it. We are this tile, and then I need to go from here. Alright, so let me push out on the side a little bit. Push it up slightly. Push this out a little bit more. And then we'll have to massage it down, because we have a nice slope so that the rail line is nice and smooth. But yeah. going to be more than just that. Alright, so I think we're fine with that setup. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't finish down here properly. So I want to go like this. There we go. And then from here, I kind of want to go here. And then I got to work this backwards. And then from here, I think I freeform. Alright, so now we have a non-straight line. I like the waves. Very subtle. And then we're going to terraform the side to make it look more natural. So of course here, I think on this side, it's going to make sense. Ooh, I need to weaken this. Can't be that strong. Hopefully that helped, Humorous Yak. I don't know if you heard me, man. But I hope I was able to help you out with the questions. Of course, we got to push this in for the terraforming. Thanks. I had a lot of those buildings, but it seemed like I had a lot of bottlenecking with multiple specialists. I was never having enough of raw material going to goods being made. I don't know how you would set the prioritize exporting versus importing. Okay. So, okay. So the exporting, importing thing, I'm not sure if it 100% works. I know that when you're trying to import the processed, my voice is cracked. The processed unique good does not allow to be imported. So I'm thinking you need to import the raw goods on the raw good unique building. Not unique building, storage building. And I'll show you in a second what I mean. Alright, so that's not bad. That's smoothed out a little bit. We still know that's a hill. And I gotta push in the top. But talk about that. You know that if you click on the main building, it gives you a rough estimate of how your spread is working. I believe you know that, right? Why does this go over to here? Can I move this? Hello? Well, whatever. So this is my main building, and it tells me my resource spread. So this tells you whether or not you are using enough of your resources. Now, assume that everything I say is based off of you producing it in-house. Don't assume that you could import anything. So let's just put that out there, because it's going to make it a lot easier. So once we have it like this, you're going to have a lot of different type of buildings. In the specifically the resource that you're actually producing, you have storage buildings in there for that specific industry. So in the ore industry, we have something called sand storage that's going to be used for raw materials that's coming from the ore mining in our case, right? If you go into oil, it's the same thing. We have these oil tanks. That's going to be where the raw crude oil gets stored. Those buildings are what you're going to use to control whether or not you sell everything off or you stockpile it so that you can process it for yourself. On those specific buildings, in my case, it's the ore industry storage, you have 3 modes. Fill means you try to fill up your storage, and then once you fill it up, everything afterwards gets sold to the neighboring city. If you do balanced, it will try to keep it filled, but not all the way. It will allow more to be sent outside most of the time, and it will try not to max out. Now, if you empty it, it will try to keep this empty, meaning that you sell everything from the get-go. So that means that in my case, if I was making too much ore in my area right here, and there is not enough buyers for products, I can't sell it anymore if everyone else has it. But if I had that on fill, it wouldn't have the issue, as it will just fill up the storage first, and then it will have issues selling it. But if you change this to empty, it's going to try to sell all of the ore here. So that's going to be the building that controls everything in terms of your goods. The other warehouses, that comes from the warehouse tab right here, right? The warehouses tab, and then you have the warehouse yard, small warehouse, medium warehouse, and the large warehouse. This is for the processed goods. It's the same thing as this, and all of the features of the storage mode's the same. However, this is going to be for the processed second tier goods. You could use this when your processing facility has not enough buyers for the product. It's the same issue as this. If you don't have enough buyers for this, you could just try to go to your main building, and then there is a slider. No, the slider's only on the unique building. I'm sorry. Right here. If you click on the industrial steel plant, you could increase your amount of production. So right now we're just producing at 100%. This is using metals only. So that's from the rotary kiln plant. If I had this, and this was on not animal products. It's glass. Why is it on animal products? So when it's on glass right here, right? All the glass is going to get stored here. And I do that because I don't have anything eating my glass after I produce it. Whereas I have the industrial steel plant over here eating my metal after I make it over here. So a lot of the times, you're not going to be able to sell all of your processed goods right away. And if you're not using it for a unique good, you need to probably make a warehouse so that you could store it. Otherwise, you're going to run into oh, there's no one buying this, so we're not making this anymore. So then you could wait until, you level up another industry area. Let's say that in order to make the glass, you want to make a lemonade factory so that you could utilize the glass and start selling goods with it. In my case, glass and crops gives you lemonade. In which case, I have a lot of extra glass, so I would need to start farming for the crops. So I would make a farming area and then produce the good. Hope that helps. A lot of which is controlled by your storage building. A lot of the times your main building tells you your spread to see if you're overproducing or underproducing. You could see right here that I'm not spending a lot of my ores on this. I would need to make another refinement area. That's what this is saying. Since I'm making 60 tons, but only about 33 tons of the 60 is being processed, and the other 32 tons is being sold. This is going to mean that I'm not producing enough, so I would need another rotary kiln plant. Like, I would need a second one, so that I would process the ore faster. Eating, yeah, it's processing. It's kind of like the machine eats up the resource, right? Hopefully that helps. I see you over there, Angie. Maybe the issue was fill versus balance. I never messed with it. I had warehouses not getting filled and factories not getting enough raw material, but I had enough planes where it would break my airports. Huh. Interesting, Himura's Hey, nice city. Thank you, Green Ninja. What do you want storage buildings set at to facilitate using your own materials? Balanced. Balanced. Balance is usually what you're going to want. I have mines are all unbalanced. But a lot of the times you want to click on your main building to see if you're going to need to fill or balance or empty. Because if you just have a lot of the goods being sold... Oh wait, I'm not producing enough anymore. No! We're only making 30 tons? And we're eating up 36 tons? Okay, what happened, man? Did something catch on fire? Why is there no one shipping up the ore from here? Feels bad, man. It's, Industries DLC is a bit complicated. It's nice, though. Once you get a grasp on it and you find out how to balance your industry, the Industries DLC... Like, look at my profit. It's $2,000 per week. Imagine that times 4, because you can make 4 different industries. You could easily generate $100,000 per week on this ticker right here. You could easily push this to 100,000 if you know how to make all the unique goods and make all 4 industries and then make all the unique factories. You make a lot of money. It's insane. But yeah, Humorous Jack, balance is typically going to be what you're going to want. Popping in to say hi to you and Mamba. Hope you are well. Election day here, so it was early to vote. Voting is mandatory here. Gotcha, Analog. For sure, for sure. Mamba's was napping. He got off, and he's back on the bed. He's moved over to this side. The Mambas is back. Napping still. But I see Analog. Thank you for popping in. And hope you have a nice day today. Hopefully it was awesome. But appreciate the lurks. I see you over there. Alright, so now we're back. That's his booty, alright. Alright, so now we're working on a train line. We went downhill. So I think we're just going to do a very large curve. $45, $18. So what is that? $27. All right, we'll take that. All right. Long train line going down the side. And I think we're going to have to make an overpass lane too, right? Yeah. I think I want to make one of these. Because I want this to make it so that it could slip going through to the other side if it wants to. Yeah. So that means I would want to be here. Easy. Now we just have a normal merge, I believe. I could use the other merge, but I'm not going to. Just gonna use a normal merge like that. Alright, so now on this side, we have to connect this to over here. So I think I needed to bop this so I could redo the bridge. And then I need to figure out how I want to actually do the line here. So of course, this is probably gonna go out. I probably push that in. And then at this point... I want to go through like this. I do. Going behind the zoning right here, not a bad idea either. However... do I want to go under? I think I do. I think I do go underneath. See, I don't want to go down and then up. That's what I don't want to do. There's no way I make the road go over the rail, though. So if we do go along the back, we could line it up behind everything and then have it curl up here. And then, bam, we're from this side. There's no other option, right? That's gotta be it. The only other option is running the train line on the hill. So have it on the high ground. Huh. Does that make sense? Is that a thing? That's not a thing, right? You wouldn't have industrial trains go along the side of a mountain. That's only for passenger trains, right? I'd go under. I see all that for. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm also thinking on whether or not I should tunnel. I don't know if I should do an overpass or actually do a tunnel. So like, you would only see, like, if this is like Polar Express, you would have the freaking trains come out this way, along the side right here. That's what I'm thinking. So I think we keep it on the ground. I might want to push back the terrain so I have a little bit more space for the train line. If that's actually the case, mountain trains are a thing, and it would leave you more real estate. Maybe take your time grading up. See, the thing is that, yeah, it's a thing, but it's like... So where I used to work at, I used to work in one of these industrial zones. We would have a train actually run through the city at height. Not city, the industrial zone. So, like, we would see the trains randomly chill. just going through. We hear the horn all the time. But it was at the ground level. So I'm thinking we want to have it on the ground level. Not sure, though. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to do some weird line setups that I hope works. Ooh, okay. I basically get to see where I need to push back more on. Okay. So this is 250. And I gotta do this. And then we take this at 100 and at 0.69. Push that a little bit upwards. Push that up like that. And I believe this is a 150. Smooth it back out. So we just need to push back the terrain so we get a little bit more space. Alright, now that we have that, I think this is the line I want. And then we're trying to go for this line and that line. Yeah. So that would go around the back. Goes through here, goes up here. Have that go through here. Alright. So I kind of have to make my grid on this side so that I can accommodate for it. Yeah, it's going to go under the highway. Under the highway. 100%. Right underneath. No worries. So that's already made. So after we do this, it has to curl out to here. Cool. Now looking at the terrain, I think that's not too bad. Given our right-left setup right here. So... okay, we don't need to do the inside, I just need to do the bottom over here. This is on a normal grid setup, so I should be able to do this. Here, here. 1, 2. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3. This lines up to here. I redo those lines. Due to how they are weird setups. It's a little bit better that way, I think. Not bad, not bad. Because that lines up with that street. This probably does something like that. So this is okay. I do want to push this back if I could. And I guess I keep this. Alright, so here... 005. And then we push this back. Alright. And then I guess I need to start massaging this. So there's no way I was going to ignore this. I had to do this. So might as well do it now. So we're just going to do a baseline massage. This is nothing special. We're just massaging it down to be smooth, and then we'll make it a little bit more mountainous. Now, because it's in the industrial area, I'm thinking I never actually make this into like a nature reserve. Part of me was thinking about making this into a park that's like a hiking trail. But it's like, because it's right next to all the industry, that's where all the smog is, you know? I feel that's a bad idea. I don't want all the smog up in my walking trails, man. Does terraforming cost money? Yes. Because I'm using the mod extra landscaping tools, it's free. Which is another benefit for vanilla players. If they terraform a lot, they get the mods to do it for free. And yes, the mods are OP, guys, I know. I know. Alright. We got our two bumps right here. Not bad. Now we get to reset the ground level. I need a stronger brush. Alright, so now this would go down to here. And that means our railroad would be right there. That's not too bad. And then just making sure this is a proper bridge. Okay, so the makeshift setup is going to be as such. I could do it a little bit farther, I suppose. So we have until the middle of most of them. Okay, I'll take that then. Middle grid. $480, nice. Oh, that bopped the power? God damn it. We go here and then there. This is 720, 540. 600, 540. So here to here was 660. There we go. And this should be the proper setup. Yep, 540. Nice. All right, this is a windy railroad setup, but I hope it's going to be fine. All right, this part's going to be kind of jank, because this is a lot of tight turns, which you don't normally do on a train line. So I'm going to wait before we actually make that connection. Silent One, what's good? Nice to see you over there. How you doing, Silent One? What's cracking? Oh, that's not the right height. It's 140, 42. Okay. So push this out. Some of the lines are jank. That's fine. It's very minor in the height. One line, dude. I mean, I gotta fix it though, right? They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Just poured a drink of sangria, waiting on the hockey game to start. Battle of Alberta Part 2. Yo, nice! I love me some sangria, dude. Sangria is delicious. Did you know that I found out about sangria as a kid when I was in 7th grade? I didn't drink it. Well, actually, no, I did, but it wasn't real sangria. It was non-alcoholic. So there used to be this Chinese food restaurant on the way home from school that we would pass by sometimes. And one of the drinks they had over there was something called sangria. And it was basically grape soda. Non-alcoholic, of course. And they also had another drink. The other drink was called Jarritos. Jarritos was fucking delicious, man. It's basically they take some of the native fruits from where they're at and they make soft drinks out of it. Mad delicious, dude. It's so tasty. There's also a lot of sugar in that shit too. But it's delicious. Gotta love Jarritos though. They had this mandarin orange one, and they also had a tamarind one from the tamarind roots. Oh man, those things were delicious. Ah, what's up with this? Oh, there's a height difference. Oh, fuck. So the height over here is 131, and the height over here is 140. 1/3 wine, 1/3 pineapple juice, 1/3 Sprite. Perfection. Yo, man, you got some jungle juice going on over there, Silent One. I see you, man. Did you pour that into a hollowed out watermelon? That's the only way to do it. Poetic Artist knows what I'm talking about, man. The only one to know. No one else knows the Jarritos life. Yo, man, you over there with the jungle juice? I see you, man. Silent One not messing around. Silent One just went to Costco, got the Kirkland bottle of vodka, poured that shit in, then said, yeah, man, I got sangria. This guy just mixed vodka and Kool-Aid. Called that shit sangria. I see you over there. Is that possible? Can you just mix vodka with like a pouch of Kool-Aid? And does that taste good? I hope I'm not giving the alcoholics in chat freaking some ideas. Damn it. So if I want to make a bridge that's flat, it needs to be at 141. Oh, man. Could we take the 130? Because that's the same height over here. And then do like a little path, like a dugout. And then we go through that so that the uphill doesn't get the noise. Ooh. We've had trash can punch like that before. Damn, is it really that bad, Mordex? I see you over there, coming in with the experience, huh? I thought it wouldn't be that bad. But if it is, hey man, I believe it. I believe it. It does not. It needs something with like lime or lemon. Then it's great. I see you, I see you. Alright, we'll squeeze a lemon into there, guys. Come on. We'll squeeze a lemon into that. I got you guys. Alright, so it's going to be like that. I see how this is going to work. So, I'm going to have to mess with water. If we ever mess with water, guess what, guys? We're going to have to safety save. It's going to basically bop us on our forehead. Alright, we got that. So let's see. How nice is the game? So this is going to be our rail line. It's pretty centered. Can't really complain about that. At some point, we'll just curl in. This needs to basically go across to here. Why is this mad jank? Alright, so because it's kind of jank, I have to do something weird, huh? So the height here is at 130. If I want to go down... Let's go down 9 meters. This is going to be a what? 22. And then I have to do that here. Now, because this is going to be an elevated ramp, I don't need to do anything. Right? I could go 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. And it should be perfectly flat. And then we straight shot this. Bop the wire, that's fine. Alright, there's a little bit of an issue here due to the water. But we should be able to delete that. And then there's no water here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And it should be perfectly flat. Now, the game should be okay with me doing this. And now that there's water between us, I should be able to... Yes, the perfectly flat bridge setup. Alright, now here, elevate it back down. And then now we just have to connect this to that. We empty whatever we had into a trash can, Kool-Aid, so you can stand it. Pour it in a few cans of fruit cocktail. Pouches of Jello and chill. Oh god, that sounds gross. That sounds like, have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe? I don't need the small segment. It should be fine. Alright, alright. Now over here, we're going to have to massage that in. This connection is 969. Okay, so this is 600. So we go with a 540. And then perfect. Alright, that goes out that way, goes around this way. Alright, now this connection. So let's argue it's a straight shot. And let's also argue that 10 units. Got the merge, bump that in, but that should be fine. I see you, Mordex. I see you over there. Alright, so comes out this way, goes underneath, come back out, and then goes into here. That's going to be the last connection I need to make. Now, we want to go underneath the 4-lane. Dude, this is so jank. I have a freaking overhill ramp that goes over the 4-lane, and then my railroad's going to go underneath the 4-lane. That sounds so jank. That sounds mad jank, dude. Not gonna lie. It's literally here to here is my last connection. I could delete these, I guess. That's already connected. We did the bridge. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Because I can't snake around. It's not gonna look right. So I think I have to go out, and then I have to just go... Oh, so I'm gonna go through here. So no zoning. Yeah, I think I have to just go through there. So this is a 720. That's a 660. No dotted lines. And then I get the curve. That's technically what I need. Oh, that's nice. So we could get rid of that. And then we just literally this section. Ah, damn it. How do I want to do it? A little bit tough. I could literally run it through as well. See, that's realistic. We run it through the road. Like, that's actually how it would work in real life. Right? Now, I'm thinking about this. How bad's the traffic to this area? It's not that bad. This is going to be where we do the ore mining, right? Not that bad. How come I can't? Hello? How come it doesn't line up? 780, 660. That's a 120. So this should be fine. Alright, hopefully that's okay. I like how they have rail crossings like that. That's kind of slick. That's kind of slick. You can't be mad about that. Alright, hopefully we don't get enough traffic that this causes problems. We'll fix it afterwards if we need to. They slowed down right here. Okay, okay. I like how they go over that like a speed bump. That's kind of weird. I wonder if that affects my traffic flow percentage. It does. They slow down and then they speed up. That affects that actually. Damn. All right, I'll fix that if I have to. I'll leave it for now though, because I think it's not too bad. So we'll be able to have this on now. We should be able to start having our cargo deliveries. Not be too bad. There's a little bit of traffic right here. I think part of it, though, has to do with the fact that my citizens are crossing the street. And that should not be the case. So before we ban crosswalks, I think I need to make like a walking corridor. But the problem with that is I don't think that's going to last. What I mean when I say that is I think we're going to move how the metro is going to work now. Because the idea is I think we wanted to have two setups. How does your city look so clean? Oh, that's because we measure everything out. If you want, you can check out the VOD to see how we take our time to make things. But we do a lot of measuring, making sure the angles work out just right. If things don't work out perfectly, I make changes. So to give you an idea, this interchange was completely symmetrical, meaning that it was an elevated highway setup, and then I was happy with it. Both sides look like this. You have a one lane going out, and then it declines into the ground level, and then you have a dedicated right turn slit. This is your left turn instead, or this is your right turn, and this is your left turn. What I realized was that on this side, this is grounded, and then it becomes elevated. This actually used to stay elevated, and then we would have this back at this height, and we would have it work out and then start declining again. When I realized that I was making a weird shape like this, right? I was like, what the hell is that? This is literally the shape I'm making with the highway setup. And then immediately afterwards, it goes back down. So I was like, that's gross. So I opted to do this instead. The straight shot, right? And I cut off that top half. I did that by deleting half of the highway and redoing it so that it sinks down over here. This side is a tunnel that goes in from the underneath and then it inclines instead. Otherwise, it's symmetrical to the loop. So because of that, I was able to take my time, push everything to the height lines that I wanted to be at, and then so it looks perfect. So I will actually build it a couple streams later, come back, notice that it could be better, and I will actually make the change. So it's like, a lot of the times you do something, you go, hey, it's okay looking for now. And then you come back the next day and you're like, hey, I can make that better. And then you actually take the steps to make it better. Eventually, your city will look like this. A very nice looking city. But honestly, it's really just my playstyle. How I play the game, it's very monotonous. In a sense where I take a methodical approach where, you know, you want to take your time and make things as perfect as you can. Just because, you know, it's a video game. And if you can make it perfect, why not? It's better than, to me, it's better than burning through the game and beating it, not making anything perfect, and then you have nothing to play anymore. This is the reason why I actually take my time. Because if I take my time, I technically play the game for longer. Have a result that I'm be happy with, and, you know, I have games to play still. There's nothing to worry me at that point. What's the largest city you've made? But area. Ah, right here. Mordex, you can check out that save file. That is a 250k pop city. That's, man, it was big spread, man. So this is one angle. I probably don't see anything here, yeah. So this is a huge 250k pop city, and it's like just large city, man. Just everywhere. But yeah, I basically filled out 25 tiles. So this is one tile. It's a map that's all on land, and I filled out 25 tiles of it. Of all of it with grid. And we got the 250k pot. So in terms of area, that city is still probably the biggest. I am playing with 81 tiles now, so I get more tile space, like the outside 2 layers. Oops. Right here. I would get these 2 now, because I didn't have that before, so technically I have more space. And your computer did not catch on the fire? No, I was playing without a lot of mods on that one. So your computer only catches on fire because of the mods. Otherwise, if you play the game without mods, you can simulate pretty high. It's just that you lose a lot of your options for how to play the game. You know? So because I play Vanilla Light, I was fine. I would imagine though if other people did that, they'd probably struggle. As it would not be their thing, I would imagine. But yo, mugs for days, hope that helps. If you would like some help with getting your city to look like my cities, I would be happy to talk about anything you might see me do that you might not do, and you might be wondering why I'm doing what I do. Feel free to ask any and all the questions. I'd be happy to help. But yeah, man, I don't know how your cities look like, so I can't tell you what you need to start doing. That's honestly what it is. Like, I would love to help out, man. It's just that I don't know how your cities look like. I wouldn't know how to help you. Okay, so this is a generic parallel line set. We'll probably set this up with low density, as this would feed into the industry anyways. Now, of course, this is just a generic grid. We have to do some more unique designs probably soon. But it wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't mind this, actually. Ooh, I hate how that pushed up forward. Sometimes I really hate neighbors. They keep trying to take my parking spot. Dude. One time, I was trying to go to work, right? So I'm up 6:30 in the morning. I open my garage. There's a car parked in my driveway. I can't even like get out. So I was like, hey man. I walked around outside seeing like, I was like, I don't recognize this car. I don't know who it is. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm late to work. I call my boss. Boss, I'm late to work. Someone parked in my driveway. Here's face cam, right? And you know, I show him with my phone. Yeah, someone's parked. I can't leave. So he's like, you're gonna tow that guy? I'm like, yeah. So I call the tow truck guy. I'm like, hey, someone parked in my driveway. You tow this guy? He's like, yeah, cool. Comes here, tows him, gives him a ticket. I never see that car parked in my driveway again. Oh man, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, no one's ever parked in my driveway again since that day. Like, if I'm not going out and someone's parked there, I don't really care. But if you stop me from going to work, hey man, you done fucked up. Not gonna lie. Stop me from going to work, man. Getting your ass towed. Now, I'm not saying you should tow your neighbors. I'm just saying, man. They're gonna keep trying. Right? They're always gonna keep trying, assuming that, oh yeah, he's cool with it. Because at a certain point, if you don't say anything, they're just going to assume that it was never a problem. And I'd rather have, you know, them experience the problem than it being later a bigger issue. I don't know, man. That's a lot of no-nonsense a lot of times. It's part of how I do things. The no-nonsense life. Alright, by setting this up like that, it's going to be a little bit better. Oh, do I get this? Oh, I do! Well, that's kind of pog. So this is one time at band camp. We were learning how to play the sax, and then George Michael just came out of nowhere. I haven't got trapped yet, but even with the sign and me talking to the landlord multiple times, I still keep doing it. They get talked to wait a few weeks and start doing it again. I live basically in a triplex. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Yeah, I hate that, man. That's just a bad situation. You got a neighbor that's kind of a dick. So I think I don't zone here. Ah, yes. That makes sense. So I would round this off. And that would be because I don't want to have housing down the hill. So we're going to put some trees and foliage right here instead. That also means this becomes a cul-de-sac. Well, that's wrong. There we go. So I could put a little cul-de-sac at the end. And then we just massage this away. Yeah, easy time, easy time. Not too bad, not too bad. And then that's going to be the grid for that. We need to fill out this pocket slightly. I think I'm going to want to terraform this right now, though. They repaved the road and made it so I couldn't use said parking spot for a while. It's part of a shared driveway. Things hard to explain. Yo, man. It sounds complicated, man. And I got some ramps finally, so I could park off the street again, and I already see them eyeing it again, Lamo. Oh my god. That's the worst. Do you have their number? Did they ever be like, hey, if you ever see us in your spot, just call me and I'll move? Or is it not even like that? Because if they're literally just like being vultures, oh man, they deserve everything they got towards coming to them. If they do get towed. Because at some point, you got to make an effort, man. Instead of just being a bastard like that. They don't even speak English? Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Especially if there's like, yeah, at that point, they're probably just going, yo, man, first come, first serve. Best of luck to you, Holier. That's a bad situation to be in. I'm not gonna lie. I would not like to be in that situation. Also, given how this is a little bit more spacious, I will have to expand this. And then I probably ground that part. That makes a lot of sense. So, you guys see this? How this is elevated, but you guys want to ground it sometimes? Alright, so, same thing. Ah, that grounded, but this didn't. So what we could do here is elevate this slightly. This means that not everything here is perfectly elevated, so we push this out. Now it's a lot better. So now when we upgrade this, it's back to being a grounded highway. No sound barriers. Alright, so that makes the transition a little bit smoother. Out of the two neighbors, the other sets are awesome. Best neighbors I've ever had. These other ones, though, they messed with my shit this time. They're getting towed enough. Yo, man, it'd be like that sometimes. You get some bastard neighbors sometimes, man. I feel like that's kind of the spectrum of people. Some people are cool. They're amazing. And then some people, man, they're really just kind of bastards. like, that's really the case, man. They don't think be like it is, but it do. Let me tell you that it really do be like that sometimes. Okay, so out of this grid, this last additional add-on I just put in is the only thing that's not part of the repeating pattern. I'm kind of mad. And it also means that I need to pull this out by 11 here. But that's going downhill and I don't want that. Alright, I have to redo this grid design. I will have to keep this line though. I think that's going to be fair. We'll do that next time. Alright, so that fills out to there. We'll fill that out next time. Yeah, I'll have to relocate all my water pumps. Because it looks like wherever we have it now, that's not going to last. I might have to make a water pump island somewhere. Oh no, never. That's a bad idea. I just had an idea. I could make a breakwater system and put the water pumps on there. So let's say that we have our harbor over here. And the ocean current's a little bit too strong. We could make like an island called a breakwater. with a small path that kind of goes out to there, where it's built to make it so that the current in the ocean is not too rough, right? That's a breakwater. So we could do that and pump water off of that. Nah, that's too much of a meme. Mordex, I see you over there. Have a great night. We'll see you next time, man. Rest well, rest easy, my friends. And of course, thank you for being here. Look at all the citizens coming in on the harbor, visiting for the tourism. I see them over there. But I really do need to move my water pumps. That's not a good location. It's not that I want the water level. I do want the water level to be higher, but I can't think of a good spot. My mom has a neighbor like that. Dude's crazy. Oh, dude, that's the worst. That is the worst. Yo, man. That's honestly why, man. As I've gotten older, the more I want to just live by myself. I don't know, man. It just feels like I need to live by myself. People kind of suck. I hate to say it like that, man, but it feels like that sometimes. He sits and stares over her fence, watches her out as... Oh, that's mad creepy, dude. That's mad creepy. I hate people that do that. I hate people that do that. That's mad creepy. So many, like, bad instances that I've heard of started off exactly the way you just described it. My neighbor's been just peeking over his fence like it's the home improvement guy. Always sticking over his fence. I can't see his face. I don't know what he's doing, man. It has to come from here then, right? Power? That kind of sucks. We really don't have any options for that. I guess that's fine then. Okay. Alright. So guys, I think this is going to be a good plot to wrap things up for the night. We got the quarry done, more or less, our digging area. I may want to come in with some more color. Like maybe we want to make the entire island over here dug out by putting more of the surface painter. Oh, that's the wrong one. We could come in with some more of this. If we want to make it so that it's a little bit more uniform. We could also just keep it like this, where this is where the dugout starts, because that's where the decline is. There's also the early decline that starts from here. And then we have this go downhill. This is not bad. I'm happy with it. Let me do that here, though. And then we made our industry area. We got the rail in. We finally have people utilizing this now. My traffic is at 94% again, so we're no longer... Okay, it's back down to 93. I was going to say we fixed traffic, but it doesn't look like there's any more volume issues. So there used to be a lot of volume here. It looks like us adding in this line for the residencies has helped out a lot. It also seems that adding in the loop to redistribute the traffic so that they're not all taking a right turn and coming out into here. Well, it still looks like they're stuck right here still though, meaning that a lot of people making left turns. It makes me want to make 6 lanes here, to be honest. But it's never that heavy. It's just heavy every now and then. So I hope this is not too bad. But yeah, the traffic is never too bad. The train line, that's connecting all the train lines. That's nice. So another thing about this train line is I was also thinking about potentially, because I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm going to save. All right. So I was potentially thinking about making a train station here. Now I know. Train station, come on, man. What are you thinking? I was thinking about making a train station here. And I was thinking about using the same line because it technically connects to all the outside lines. Use that for a little bit of tourism. Come in with a line here. Does this work? Oh, we could do that. $327, so I look for a 24. Oh my god. That's mad jank. I don't think the game will allow this. I don't think this is possible. Like, the game would never give this to me, right? Yeah. That's ideally, I think, where it would be. We could do a train station setup, use the space behind it just to have space for the rails to be more realistic. Because you're not going to be able to do a sharp turn on a train line, right? And then we'll be able to have a little bit of train right there. That would allow us to get the metro over here, next to the train line, which would allow people to walk from here to work. So Metro A, and then that would connect to another metro over here to connect to people on this side to get to work. So we would have 2 metro stops by the industry. One close right on the outside and one in the inside. Of course, I'm going to have to redo my metro loop though, but that's going to be what I'm thinking about. It's coming together. It's coming together. The next time, we're going to have to make our oil pumps down here. I know that we have a harbor right here, so we're going to have some traffic coming out to the freeway. But I wanted to also get the seabed oil drilling platforms right here. So by having this here, I could start drilling for oil. Kind of nice, kind of nice. You see how they always attach to the oil pool? I like that about it. They know where the oil is. They know where the oil is. So I could actually have like weirdly spaced out oil platforms to make it so that the ships have to navigate through it for the cargo harbor. Because they have to go straight shot. So I could set up the oil drilling so that they have to go straight and there's always occupied space in between on the left and right side. And of course that means we get that coming out of here. Oil drilling, I might have to terraform a little bit. Man-made island with the dredge. But we'll see. It's coming together though, it's coming together. Now I'm not really too pressured to zone, but I do want to fill out as much as I can, a little bit slow. We still have to populate this area, which I'm thinking might be a campus. This area might be really good for a campus, because technically it's right by the beach. So I'm thinking this would be an amazing campus location, right by the downtown. And then, yeah, on this half of the city, I can't complain. That utilizes the zone really well. You have a lot of connections to this. Low density on the either side. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to have to be a campus. I also have to redo the grid over here. You can see the small segment on the street. Not really a fan of that. And then, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. The terraforming right here. We have to do something about this weird landmass. It doesn't really mesh with everything. So I'm probably going to have to terraform and fix that. Probably get a little bit more grid, but not too much. And then we fill this in, get the small train area. This is filled in already. I think this needs a little bit of massage and it's fine. This is actually a hill right here, so we can't do anything. And then the last thing we'll have to do is the beach area over here. If we get to that and it's all populated and everything is filled up and we're still not lagging, I might actually make a 3rd beach off of this. Because this is a wide beach. We have a SPU wide, single point urban, doing its thing. So that wouldn't be too bad. Or we could do the jank setup of doing low density off of this highway, where we make a three-way interchange, feeds out into this area, and we have low density in this area. If we don't lag, we could do something like that. But we'll have to see. But with that, guys, that's going to be it for me today.